We're not adding the mushrooms yet, are we?
Oh, did we start anything?
No.
I'm sorry. I've been cutting.
No, we didn't start cooking yet. We're just prepping and chopping and things.
Okay.
Oh, so we're not adding. Okay, I'm gonna take them out because I put them.
Take them out. Take them out. Take them out. Take them out.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Chemists in the Kitchen. Today we're gonna learn how to make risotto and how the wine, or use of alcohol in general to cook, helps bring together all the flavors. I'm Daniele Ramella. I'm an associate professor of organic chemistry at Temple University in Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Natasha. I'm a PhD student in organic chemistry at the University of Arizona.
Hi, my name is Adrian, and I'm a physical chemist at a medical device company outside of the Chicagoland area.
The importance of wine while cooking risotto is that you have two bottles. One for cooking and the other one you just drink. Yeah, like seriously, the importance of wine in risotto or alcohol when you cook is because, as I was saying earlier, it brings together flavor. Alcohol, ethanol that we have in wine, has the ability to mix well with both water and fat. And therefore, when you are trying to make something which is creamier, which is essentially an emulsion, that includes the butter, the fats from the meat, the starch from the rice, the flavors from the broth, which is water-based, you need something that binds everything together. Otherwise, you just get two separated phases and it just looks like a terrible slurry. If you want something that really binds together, that tastes good but also has a good texture, then alcohol does this job.
Like, what is it about an alcohol that allows for the binding event to occur?
So the molecule of alcohol has this OH group, which is polar. It looks like the OH groups that you have in water. It can make what is called a hydrogen bonding, where a hydrogen atom is bridging between the two oxygens, the one from ethanol and the one from water. But it also has this CH2, CH3 chain, which tends to be non-polar, and therefore it can mix well with the non-polar, the fatty part of everything else. Normally, if you try to mix water and oil, you're just gonna get two very separate layers. Ethanol is in between.
The real thing is that you always have to have this ratio of kind of like you're linking one molecule that doesn't like each other to another molecule that doesn't like each other. And so I think the part about the consistency and the creaminess is that you don't want to add too much of one thing, right? Or this guy, because then you might break it or break the emulsion in such a way that it doesn't become that like creamy kind of smooth texture. Yeah, so I guess where do we start? Tell us the things that we need.
A knife, a cutting board, and we're gonna start by chopping onions. I'm gonna use leek as a fresher, or green onions. They have fresher flavors compared to traditional onions.
Danielle, I think we're actually forgetting one thing we should really start this episode.
What about opening the wine?
So one of the things that you talked about is about wine is that we needed a dry one. I guess the thing is I don't know, I was looking this up and trying to think, well, what constitutes a dry wine, a definition for a dry wine, because we don't want to try something sweet.
Well, I think that for the purpose of cooking a risotto, it really simply is the amount of sugar. If you put a sweet wine in there that has a lot of sugar, it's just gonna taste sweet.
I got an Italian Pinot Grigio, like you said, and I liked the bottle because it had this cute little bow on it. So
I myself got a Pinot Grigio from the select vineyards around California, and it said it is our award-winning collection. Doesn't matter the quality of the wine that you use. Can you even actually tell?
Oh yes, you can. To cook a risotto, you're good for probably an intermediate quality. You don't want to waste too much money on a bottle of wine that is mostly just going to evaporate. But if you use low quality wine, it's going to be in the flavor.
So I stayed away from the $3 bottle of wine.
Definitely,
The very
yes.
generic label.
Yeah,
So-
you're late, Adrian. I'm already drinking.
Oh, well,
But-
I was busy.
Cheers, Natasha.
So do I put this?
Cheers.
So do I put this aside for the risotto and then just drink straight out of this?
That's why I suggested 2 bottles for you. Cheers.
Go.
Cheers.
And now we can bring out the knives.
A knife. It's fairly finely chopped. If I can show you things without dropping everything out.
The type of sausage. So I got I have a mild. You didn't say you want to get sugary, and I also have hot.
Your taste. You can use any type of sausage. The risotto is gonna come out good anyways. Yeah, you don't want one thing to just take over everything. You don't want to just kill the flavors around. For the mushrooms, I suggest pieces, like about a finger.
Did you really weigh out 300 grams? I'm just eyeballing.
No, I didn't. I eyeball everything.
Yeah.
We're not adding the mushrooms yet, are we?
Oh, did we start anything? I'm sorry. I've been cutting.
No, we didn't start cooking yet. We're just
Okay.
prepping and chopping and things.
Okay. Take them out. Take them out. Take them out. Take them out.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're gonna turn on the stove on as high as we can. And now, before the onions burn in there, toss in your sausage pieces and your chocolate.
Ow.
Okay, sorry.
Oh no.
This is a rice. There are two varieties of rice that are good or suggested for risotto. Let's see if I can show you any of this rice. These are rices that are rich on starch. You don't wash them because you don't want to lose any of that starch.
What's the carbohydrate content you have?
Mine's 36 grams per serving for 1.5 pounds.
Mine is 35. If you're eyeballing this a little bit, what would you suggest the ratio of rice to other stuff?
I'll tell you what I do. I just pour a bunch, then you stir.
Okay.
When it looks like they're sort of like 1-to-1, that means there's going to be a good ratio because the rice is going to grow and then it's going to be a good amount.
Alright, we'll do 1.5 to whatever I just did, so...
Kind of see the ratio now. It's sort of like the same amount of rice and other stuff.
Yeah.
Because then the rice is going to grow.
I'll add a little bit more.
This is how we kind of cook Mexican rice. Is we we cook everything, we brown it a lot, and then we make the rice.
And once you've done that, you go with the wine.
Oh, how much wine?
The wine. Yeah. I'm ready.
For the amounts of, and I didn't quite see how much rice you put in there, but for the amounts that I do, it would be like about half a liter. A bottle is 3/4 of a liter, so,
Wait a minute.
2/3 of...
You were gonna add that much? I drank a lot of this wine already. You mean to tell me we're gonna add 3/4 of this wine?
So we really did need 2 bottles.
Are you serious? It's really 3/4 a bottle of wine?
It should be just enough to cover it. It depends how much rice you put in there. It should be just enough to cover it all.
Are you watching us?
Oh, I am watching you. I'm also drinking.
Okay. So I'm gonna add this in. That's a lot of wine.
It's really,
It really depends how much rice you put in there. If you're going for fewer servings, it's going to be less wine.
Well, it's smoking.
Just enough to cover, just barely cover the whole thing.
Wow. Well, what am I gonna
it's
drink?
a lot of wine.
Alright, so I'm just, wow.
And my wine is pretty much boiled off. Whenever it has, start adding chicken broth. And it normally goes for about 15 minutes from now.
So we cooked the oil, the shallots, the mushrooms, and the beef into the oil. Try to concentrate a little bit by adding some rice, I guess. Yeah, what's this wine? Anyways, I guess the thing is that we had cooked all these flavors together. So the onions, the beef, and the mushrooms. Kind of got all those flavors mixing into the thing, and then we got the risotto. We crisped that up a little bit, and so hopefully that would have kind of coated the surface of the risotto a little bit. Added the wine. The wine is probably trying to take the things that we extracted out of the fatty parts, like the meat, and then the mushroom has some of that flavor. And so essentially, we're trying to actually find those all together so they actually all come together.
The ethanol by now is evaporated, right? So you lost that part of the wine. The alcohol is gone. After extracting them, just deposited them into the rice, in the starch, so the rice absorbed all those flavors. It's not rice and sausage. It is a rice that tastes like sausage and mushrooms because the alcohol brought them together, and then the alcohol went away. It's not an alcoholic dish at the end. The alcohol is gone, and the rice has all the flavors brought together. Now, salting a risotto is very tricky because if you put just a pinch too much, it's not like when you boil pasta, if it is too much, it washes away with the water anyways, right?
Alright, so I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, just a little bit. I already added a little bit earlier just to kind of bring out the flavor.
I go for like 3 pinches, but literally it's just like you keep tasting as you get close, and if it's short on salt, adding.
Daniele, I'm curious as to what your risotto is looking like because I'm worried that mine looks wrong.
What I have?
Let's see. Okay.
That actually looks
right.
pretty good, yes.
I know, aren't I amazing?
Right, you
Is
just
it too
added
much
brown, so it looks a little brown.
I just added it.
But the
Yeah.
color is good.
Oh, thank you.
We're not getting drunk here. I mean, I might be.
I saved the episode. I told him to put all of the wine in the risotto, so I saved the episode. He's not gonna get drunk.
I saved the episode.
I mean, I won't lie. I'm slightly a little buzzed. I don't know how this happened so quickly.
Is your guys' risotto getting thicker? I feel like mine's getting...
Mine is. Yeah, there's some,
Yeah.
there, it looks like the...
I'm excited.
What do the granules look like? So...
Mine are like plumper. A little plumper, maybe? Or yours?
Mine looks a little bit like...
No,
kinda
no.
like, you know, like they're a sponge, right? So they've absorbed kind of the things that are kind of sitting out in the liquid mixture.
You're gonna taste it and taste it for consistency and for salt.
Okay, it's tasting good. It's good, but I don't know if it tastes how it's supposed to. You know?
Right, it's soft. That's good.
Yeah, it's softer.
There's still a little bit of bite to it, so I don't know if I like that.
What was that spoon trick you were talking about with like the... You turn it over and it's supposed to fall off, or it's not?
Yeah, right. You have a spoon, right? If you turn it sideways, it falls off. If it sticks to the spoon, not good.
Like
If you
this?
cannot lift it, so if you cannot lift it on a spoon because it's all brothy, then it's too liquidy and it's not good. It shouldn't be soupy and it shouldn't be sticky. That's what I'm saying. It should be in between.
Alright, mixing in the butter, so that's... So I think mine is done. I turned everything on low. I'll give you a preview.
Yeah, I think mine's done.
Yeah, so I'll give you a preview. So what do you think? This looks okay.
Yes, it does. Yes.
I had approval.
Okay, I can show you mine too. This is what mine looks like.
We just wanted to understand the science and make sure that we make good food.
Yeah, they look good. Whether they taste good, can't tell you on camera. That's how mine looks like.
Oh, that looks good.
And
This is what I
let's see
made.
if I can. So that's how a spoon would look like.
Oh, that's what mine did
More
too.
green
Same thing too, right? Oh, you added green onions too.
Yeah, I had some extra, so
Ah,
I was like, that's a good idea.
Natasha, you should go first and tell us what you're experiencing.
Okay, it's really good. I actually really liked the sweet Italian sausage. I thought it really complemented the rest of the dish. And I was skeptical because I'm normally a hot Italian sausage girl myself, because I do like spicy food. But I don't feel like this. I need to add anything spicy to this. Although I'm curious to like add some crushed red pepper and see how it tastes, if that's allowed.
All right, let's try this. It smells like mushrooms. Smells like rice. All right, so I got all the flavors of the mushrooms and the sausage. Definitely absorbed all that stuff. So I feel like if I didn't have the sausage or the mushrooms in the dish to begin with, I would still taste all that stuff. So it actually did the thing that we were talking about. As far as the creaminess texture, right? I think that cheese adds a little bit to that, but as far as the arborio or the rice itself, there's still some like cohesion or body into this. Sometimes I think that maybe this is a little bit too dry. Maybe I could add a little bit more liquid so it kind of like sticks just a little bit better. But for the most part, it's like it still has that consistency that you're talking about. So like put it on there and everything just falls off. So
I like it. It's when I talk about the risotto with Americans, it's always this thing that Americans consider ultra fancy, and I'm like, yeah, that's the thing I make when I don't have time. But it's just a regular food. It's creamy. It has the right consistency. It does have, the big chunks of sausage. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adrian.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
cheers, folks. I'm gonna blow this out. I'll make a wish.
Enjoy your night, Adrian. A knife.